The Coalition is celebrating 12 years of building bridges between our two countries through young Hungarians.
In the early 90s, we began with a White House Internship Program, and that was designed to accept American students to serve as White House interns. So since I believe in this first-hand experience so strongly, I was a very enthusiastic supporter when Max Teleki and Zsolt Szekeres first brought up the idea to establish within our coalition the Congressional Internship Program. Once this concept was born, all, and I say in quotes, all we had to do was to fund it.
Since 2005, we've sponsored an incomparable first-hand experience in Washington, D.C. for 82 interns. The best way to learn about this flagship program is to hear from the interns themselves.
After I handed in my application, I spent every day hoping that they choose me for their internship program.
When I submitted the application, I thought about how great it would be to actually get a professional experience in the United States.
During the interview, I spoke open-heartedly and was eager to get to know the works of the coalition, and they also wanted to get to know my goals.
It was really good that I had the chance to start working with the coalition already in Hungary.
Arriving to Washington, D.C. is an extraordinarily memorable experience for every intern, coming to a new environment, thousands of miles from home, facing new challenges. But the Coalition is there to help pave the way.
I was exploring Washington, D.C., and I was getting familiar with my work.
I found America very exciting and the flat was beautiful. I managed to find the bicycle very quickly, so it was easy to commute back and forth from downtown area.
When I arrived to Washington, D.C. 8 years ago, I was pretty sure why I went there. I wanted to learn the logic, that magical mixture of dreaming big while always staying on track, being aspirational, without losing my head.
The CIP offers a unique experience that the Coalition is able to customize for every single intern.
Improve professionally and to build relationships, to get to know amazing people.
I've learned a lot about the American work environment and how different it is from the Hungarian one.
I also had time to focus on my own research project, which was to follow the negotiations on the TTIP negotiations.
On a normal week, I would spend, let's say, 1.5 to 2 days in Coalition's office, and then the rest of the working week in GW.
I started to work with Global Entrepreneurship Week, and I started to actively work on my thesis research.
My advice is that work hard because you get stellar recommendation letters if you do your job well.
CIP is different from other traditional internship programs because we link directly with the vibrant Hungarian American community. And CIP also allows our interns to pursue their own areas of interest, to further their careers and maximize their impact once they return home.
I began to see each of our participants, each of our interns, as a small but powerful cell that divides and multiplies.
I think this program is really unique because you always you get a constant supervision over your work.
It was really good that I had enough time to see almost all the relevant think tanks in DC.
Good chance to have freedom also to look for those lectures and organizations which I was interested in. You have great mentors through the program and great Hungarian Americans.
So it's a good opportunity to learn how to live a self-reliance way.
I really wanted to experience how the election system or the preparation for the presidential election look like.
I think it's unique because the candidate has the opportunity to shape the experience and also tailor it to his or her professional interests.
They changed my views a lot, my approach to work, to culture, to life. And I really hope that I will be able to take this mentality back at home.
The members of the Hungarian American community inspired me to be even more proud of my heritage.
The best was the Mikulás dinner, meeting all the people and having all the preparation work before the dinner together with the interns and becoming a real team with them.
All of us, all the participants, would say that they had different experience. So I think it's up to us what we take out of it.
And these were 4 months of my life that I will never forget.
We are proud to say that our CIP alumni are very diverse and after the program follow different career paths, but they always stay connected to the Coalition through our very active alumni network.
That was the start of my international career and I really want to work with American law too in the future.
I started to work at an investment bank and currently I'm engaged in investment banking.
I started to work in the Ministry of Human Capacities.
I'm currently a grad filmmaking student at NYUT School of the Arts, which is considered one of the best film schools around the world. If I wouldn't have done the Hungarian American Coalition Internship and meet or work with the right people in DC, I would have never had the courage to apply for NYU or live in New York City.
Currently I'm working for one of the leading consulting firms in the world, doing projects all over the globe. And of course, this internship program really greatly contributed into my ability to work in all kinds of environments and on international projects.
Now I work in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Trade in the Department for North America, so it is very fitting, I think.
The impulse and momentum that I built up there is still pushing me forward.
The Coalition plans to further develop this flagship program and offer it to many more young Hungarians. In the meantime, the alumni continue to encourage us with their strongest recommendations about this life-changing experience. We are grateful for our program partners, Coalition members, diverse host institutions, incredible mentors, and of course, our amazing interns. We look forward to continuing this flagship program and helping strengthen ties between both of our countries.